Welcome to my channel. So I am Melissa and I am going to take you along for 2023. We are going to start the month off with the Three Rivers Pantry Challenge, where we're going to try to stay away from the grocery store for 2 months. Feeling pretty good, at least 2 weeks. So we're on week one actually, and it's probably going to be a struggle. I'm not going to lie about that one because I am also going to give up Starbucks coffee, and this is all going to be a part of us trying to get our debt under control. So I will do different videos each week, and I'm going to try to do a video, 2 videos a week. One will be what we did for the pantry challenge, what we did for our dinners. We're not a real big breakfast family, so if we do breakfast, it's usually cereal, which we've got a few boxes of cereal. We've got oatmeal. We have chickens, so we have eggs, things like that. But most of the time, if we do breakfast, especially with all the teenagers and stuff in the house, it's going to be like a Saturday or a Sunday, or most of the time it's going to be like breakfast for dinner kind of thing. So we're breakfast is not something that like I will prioritize. Lunch, we work third shift. My son and one of the other kids that live here, they both work, and then our youngest son goes to school, and he will get $20 a week to spend on school lunches. He can also bring snacks if he wants, and he does not always eat. Sometimes he just buys a pop or a Monster or something like that. Like it's not the healthiest, but it is what it is, and I'm not gonna follow him to school. If he's hungry, he'll eat when he gets home, I guess. But we do make sure that he has the money. So that will be part of like his budget, or part of our budget is to make sure that, he has the money for lunch. We're going to try to become debt free, and I will show or share what we make with all of our multiple jobs. I work 2, my husband works 3. So we'll include like our income from that, what we project for the month, and then at the end of the month we will do what we actually made. And then I will also show what we did for the food and how we did our meals. So this week I'll start off with what we're doing for our meals. So it is already the 5th of January. It's already the 5th. Man, crazy. So the first night, January 1st, I did a ton of breakfast burritos. I did a little bit of here and there for video for that, but I did 52 breakfast burritos, and that way there's something in the fridge for the kids to grab, and my husband and myself to just grab and take breakfast with us, or just have like a quick meal for lunch, things like that. So I put a pack of 10 of them in the refrigerator, and then the rest I put in the freezer, and then when that bag is gone, I will pull another one out of the freezer and put it into the refrigerator. This is something that I started doing a while ago, and it works out pretty well to make a ton of breakfast burritos, stick them in the freezer, and then thaw them out as we need them. So breakfast burritos was the first meal that we did for January 1st, and then we did spaghetti on day 2. Day 3, we had thawed out some steaks. We do raise our own cows, and we did raise pigs, but we've gotten out of that, but we still have pork and stuff, and then we have our own chickens. So we will be getting 1 pig this year. I don't think we're going to be raising it. I think we're going to buy one that's already ready for slaughter. So like the meat and stuff is not a problem. There will be a pantry video up. It'll probably be pretty long because like I have quite a bit of stuff in my pantry. So part of this pantry challenge is to go through that stuff and to make sure that we're not wasteful. And then last night for dinner, we did tacos. So tonight is going to be leftovers. There is spaghetti left over. There is some fried potatoes from the night that we did steak. And then I made plenty of taco stuff. That way we can do, coming into today's Thursday. I just got out of work, so it's like 8 o'clock in the morning. So coming into Thursday will be the leftovers, and then Friday will probably also be like leftovers, but we have chips that are open, so I'll probably do like some nachos with cheese and then some of the taco meat, things like that. And I purposely made extra taco meat so that I could not have to cook a couple of meals. and just have the leftovers. And that's kind of how I plan on doing a lot of this. So like when if I make a chili or I make a stew, I will make extra of it so that we can eat that for 2 days. Rather I stick it back in the freezer and have it up like a week from then, or if we just have it 2 days in a row. Chili, we always do 2, maybe 3 days. I put it in a crock pot. I leave it on low, and then I will leave it on for 2 days. Like it'll cook for 2 days, like on low or keep warm. We'll keep it, the temperature high enough that that it's not going to go bad on us. And then I will also, we'll have it over Fritos, but we don't have Fritos, so we're going to be eating it over rice, mashed potatoes, and a few other things. So that's kind of our plan. I'm going to show you the pictures of what we did for the first few days, and then I will start working on the video for our budget and show you how we plan on getting out of our debt, because I'm not gonna lie, our debt is, I have a spending problem. I'd like to say my husband has a spending problem. My husband has a problem with telling his wife no. It is, I'm very honest about that. I've never been a person who pays attention to bills, how much is spent on bills, what bills are paid. I, maybe like 18 years ago, was like, yeah, I can pay bills, and then I forgot to pay the electric bill, and then I forgot to pay the electric bill again, and ever since then, I've never paid a bill. I mean, I work and I contribute to them. I've just not been in charge of them, so I don't know how much things cost or anything like that. And I also did not realize, like, every time I use a credit card, like, we've been paying the minimum, and so I gotta stop using the credit cards. So I'm gonna be honest about everything that we spend. Our debt is with our house, our camper, our truck, and a ton of credit cards, a few $100,000. We are not going to get out of debt this year, but I'm hoping to get out of credit card debt this year. So the goal is credit card debt, which is close to $40,000, with me working a full-time factory job, my husband working a full-time factory job. We both have township jobs, and then he has another income. So we're going to see what we can do and take you along with us. But I will show you what we had for dinner, take pictures, try to keep track of that.
Also thought I'd give you a little preview as to kind of like what our debt tracker is going to look like. So this is what I call debt. Like these are things that can be paid off at some point, and then our total is $243,963. But $153,000 of that is our house, $49,900, pretty much $50,000 of that is our camper, and a little over $10,000 is our truck. The rest of them are all credit cards, and so the credit cards are what we're going to focus on paying off this year. And then this is like our every time bills, like our auto spending cash will be close to maybe a couple $100 for the week. I do get my nails done every 2 weeks. That is something that I do plan on continuing to do. My husband said we can do that. I am going to give up Starbucks for the next 2 weeks. So there's that. Or not 2 weeks, 2 months. Sorry, 2 months. It might only last 2 weeks. But I would drink like 3 a week, sometimes 4 a week easily. Every once in a while I'd pick my husband up one. And like I'm not buying just the coffee. So I get the specialty drinks, things like that. So anyways, we've got like medical, I've got a dentist bill due, and we're just going to pay that this month. But for personal items, animal feed, utilities, camper, trash, home, internet, this is our internet, our home phone, and our cell phone all in one. $550 in gas. We probably might spend a little bit more than that, because I spend $60 alone in the Ford, and my husband's probably going to spend that alone in the GMC truck. We both commute to work, so gas is expensive, and we both drive trucks. This is what our minimum payment on our credit cards is. Like minimum. This is not anything extra. This is the very minimum on all of them. Our monthly subscriptions. Amazon will come out February 1st for the year. Peacock we pay for the year. So those, like the car registration and then the tires. These particular bills, this one, this is like a once a year kind of thing. But we're in that beginning of the year where these things, like this one is coming out this month. Amazon is coming out February 1st, so we need to have the money this month. Car registration is due on the 16th. My husband's birthday is on the 16th, and that's everything's in his name. And then the tires on the truck and the oil and the brakes all have to be done. Like, have to be done. We don't have anything. So for this, it's $5,076.17. That's not including like my son's money, and this is not including my nails, because as you can see, I didn't put anything in the spending cash. I didn't put that number in here. So, but this is a month of just bills. So we got to figure out where we're going to get the extra money, if we can sell some things, figure out what we're going to do. But I'm going to take you along for that. But I figured I'd just give you a little heads up as to what I'll be doing with our monthly budgets.
Day 1 was breakfast burritos. And then for day 2, we had spaghetti, and I did write on these.
Logan's making our dessert tonight. It's only January 2nd. We're going to run out of desserts before February, though, but we had to use it up because I thawed the Cool Whip. He's making Oreo dessert.
Trying to think of who that would be.
Day 3 was steak with some fried potatoes, some vegetables. Day 4 was the tacos, and then for 5 and 6 leftovers. All right, well, thank you for watching, and if you want to follow along on this hopefully debt-free journey with me, it'll be a few years, but I'd like to get out of credit card debt this year, so we're going to see what we can do about getting out of credit card debt this year and bring you guys along, show you what we're doing, show you where the money's coming from, where the money's going, how we're spending it, and if we're irresponsible. I'm going to be honest about that one too. Full disclosure, I do have a kid in 4-H, and we will be spending a week. My husband's planning on working that week, but I will be taking the week off, and we do spend quite a bit of money that week, usually like going to the rodeos, things like that at the fair. We eat fair food, so we're going to try to set money aside for that and not put anything on a credit card. And then we also have to pay for our camping spot, which is I think like $250. So things like that we will be setting aside and paying for that, and hopefully saving up for that before that comes, but that is in July. But if you like what you're watching and you look forward to watching the rest of this, consider hitting the subscribe and the thumbs up and all the good stuff, and have a good rest of your day.